Mercedes-AMG PureSpeed Episode 1, ShortsCars His Story About Sharing. Interior Energieverbruch kombiniert. 13.7 L, 100 km, CO2 Emissionen kombiniert. 312 grams per kilometer, CO2 Klasse. G. Emissionsangabe. 1, 2. Racing seats in the AMG PureSpeed. The highlight of the interior is the individual analog watch designed by IWC Schaffhausen. Energieverbruch kombiniert. 13.7 L, 100 km, CO2 Emissionen kombiniert. 312 grams per kilometer, CO2 Klasse. G. Emissionsangabe. 1, 2. Exclusive two-tone color and equipment concept. The interior sets further highlights with a classic, two-tone color and equipment concept in crystal white, black. From the AMG Performance steering wheel to the AMG Performance seats and the deep pile AMG floor mats, all elements consistently pick up on this expressive concept. The AMG Performance seats take center stage. With their special leather covers and unique decorative stitching, they offer optimal lateral support. A particularly high level of comfort thanks to the heated multi-contour seat function and exclusive optics. Their progressive design is inspired by the flowing lines of the air that flows around the car. Another interior highlight is the custom-made analog clock designed by IWC Schaffhausen. It is prominently placed in the middle of the dashboard in a drop-shaped housing made of visible carbon fiber. The base of the clock features a sophisticated design that makes the clock appear to float. The premium chronometer has a PureSpeed specific dial with AMG rhombi. For optimum visibility, the dial is illuminated at dusk and in the dark. The characteristic bezel underscores the visual affinity with the legendary IWC Ingenio collection. Performance Energieverbruch kombiniert. 13.7 L, 100 km, CO2 Emissionen kombiniert. 312 grams per kilometer, CO2 Klasse. G. Emissionsangabe. 1, 2. Aerial view of the Mercedes-AMG PureSpeed. Partial section of the front of the vehicle. Energieverbruch kombiniert. 13.7 L, 100 km, CO2 Emissionen kombiniert. 312 grams per kilometer, CO2 Klasse. G. Emissionsangabe. 1, 2. Sophisticated aerodynamics for unadulterated fun at the wheel. The car features a host of active aerodynamic elements, such as the extendable rear spoiler, which is seamlessly integrated into the boot lid. It changes its position depending on driving conditions. The control software takes numerous parameters into account, including driving speed, longitudinal and lateral acceleration and steering speed. The spoiler adopts 5 different angles at speeds above 80 km per hour, allowing it to optimize driving stability or reduce drag, depending on its position. The active aerodynamic element concealed in the underbody in front of the engine also contributes to safe and dynamic handling. Weighing around 2 kilograms. This carbon fiber profile reacts to the AMG driving modes, automatically lowering it by approximately 40 mm at speeds above 80 km per hour. This creates what is known as the Venturi effect, which additionally sucks the car to the road surface and reduces the lift on the front axle. The driver feels this effect directly in the steering, as it allows the PureSpeed to be steered even more precisely around corners and lends the car even more lane stability. Additional aerodynamic elements on the underbody, similar to those of the AMG GT63 Pro, compensate for the lack of a roof and improve downforce. The lift system on the front axle is used to raise the PureSpeed before going over bumps or curbs. Powerful and sonorous. AMG 4.0-LITRE V8-bit turbo engine. The AMG 4.0-liter V8-bit turbo engine with 430 kilowatts. 585 PS of maximum power and 800 Nm of maximum torque provides dynamic propulsion and excellent driving performance. This means that the engine of the PureSpeed has more than enough power since the radically open design makes even lower speeds feel subjectively much faster. But the absolute figures are impressive as well. The car goes from 0 to 100 km per hour in 3.6 seconds, with a top speed of 315 km per hour. Then there is the legendary AMG V8 engine sound, which can be felt even more directly in the PureSpeed Energieverbruch kombiniert 13.7 L, 100 km, CO2 Emission kombiniert 312 grams per kilometer, CO2 Klasse G. Emissionsangabe 1, 2. Close-up AMG ceramic high-performance composite braking system in PureSpeed. Recording while the PureSpeed is traveling on a road. Energieverbruch kombiniert 13.7 L, 100 km, CO2 Emission kombiniert 312 grams per kilometer, CO2 Klasse G. Emissionsangabe 1, 2. Suspension and brakes. SEMI active roll stabilization and optimal deceleration. The innovative AMG active ride control. Suspension with semi-active hydraulic roll stabilization makes for optimum road contact, instead of conventional mechanical lateral stabilizers. The system uses active hydraulic elements that compensate for rolling movements in fractions of a second. The system enables optimum steering and load-changing behavior with AMG typical handling including dynamics, precision and driver feedback. At the same time, it increases driving comfort when driving straight ahead and when driving over bumps. The wide track rear axle increases agility, which is particularly noticeable on winding country roads. The standard AMG high-performance ceramic composite braking system ensures excellent deceleration values and precise control. It impresses with short braking distances, sensitive response and high stability, even under extreme loads. The 6-piston fixed brake calipers at the front and 1-piston floating calipers at the rear come in black with white AMG logos. A product manager stands in front of the new Mercedes-AMG PureSpeed Energieverbruch kombiniert 13.7 L, 100 km, CO2 Emission kombiniert 312 grams per kilometer, CO2 Klasse G. Emissionsangabe 1, 2. Exclusively for private lounge members, the Mercedes-AMG PureSpeed enjoy the exclusive presentation of the Mercedes-AMG PureSpeed and learn more about the highlights of the performance car. Become a member of the AMG Private Lounge and never miss a walk around again. Excited about the Mercedes-AMG PureSpeed? Share your first impression with us. Thumbs up symbol AMG. Look your AMG Private Lounge team like. Comment, share Private Lounge community.